Welcome back, fam. I know it's not all gravy for everyone. A lot of people going through a lot of different situations. But just to get to it, this is a little bit off the cuff. Before everything gets shut down, brother, trying to just be outside, it feels like, a lot of freedoms that you took for granted, right? Kind of being threatened, right? It seems minimal in the beginning, but now it's like, man, I need to get outside before they end up telling me I can't go nowhere, right? But anyway, I got a question for today, and that's who is your enemy? I know a lot of y'all going through some things. By the way, just as another reminder, especially for the youth, y'all check on y'all elderly, man. Especially family members you probably haven't talked to in a while. Check on them, make sure they're okay. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a mention or a thought that a person knows that somebody thought of them makes them feel a little better. But, a lot of people are stressing about the coronavirus. Of course, we call it Rona now. And we try to personify it, make jokes out of it. And, that's all fine and dandy. But the question is that virus actually your enemy? And I don't think so. I think your real enemy is not even people, but it's fear itself. Because fear itself makes people act outside of what they normally would, right? Right now, we got a lot of people getting sick because they're stressing themselves out due to fear. They allow someone else, whether it's social media or mostly through social media, because a lot of people keep just forwarding and watching the news and letting somebody else tell them how to think instead of just thinking for yourself. I'm sorry for the shaky video. I might need to pull over. But I think your enemy is fear. Your body changes. Your immune system drops when you're fearful. Because it's taxing. Your body is too busy trying to pay attention to everything instead of what it normally should be paying attention to. This virus isn't some strange thing that's, nothing's new under the sun. It's not some strange thing that, just going to wipe everybody out. Stop thinking like that. It can, but so can the common cold if people don't want to do anything about it. I'm more worried about somebody, trying to do something. So a person trying to do some harm to me on a daily basis or to my family than this sickness. I mean, why? Because my regular practice is already including washing my hands. I already wash my hands. I already bathe. I already don't like touching people or getting close to people. When people cough or sneeze, I already go the other way. Sometimes I even hold my breath, and it's kind of funny, but I do it automatically. That's a normal thing. I don't have to wait for somebody to tell me to put on some mask or go and buy all of this stuff. I was already, living this certain type of lifestyle. So stop letting someone else tell you something. They give you a bad report and then you're fearful. I'm talking now I'm going to talk to the believers. I thought you believed in the God God of miracles. I thought you believed in a God who's protector, your buckler, your strength. I thought you believed in him. He didn't just wake up all of a sudden when this virus came out. His story, his abilities didn't go to sleep and all of a sudden wake up all of a sudden now that the virus, he's been the same yesterday, today, and forever. So why are you fearful? Stop being so scary. Your fear actually creates stress and also it creates an atmosphere to where other people are not going to suffer. Because people let somebody tell them how to think and what to buy, they went out and bought all of these things. Some people actually needed that on a regular rotation. And when you put somebody in a situation to where they're now desperate, now that fear from those people, because of the desperation that has been created by other people who move based on fear, now that desperate people become dangerous. Now you got people making sure they're loading up on their weapons. Why? Because they're fearful not necessarily of dying, but they're fearful that stupid people will come out and do things that they shouldn't be doing. Attacking them, trying to take something that don't belong to them, because they were caught slipping or whatever, right? So don't be so fearful of something because somebody else told you about it. You already supposed to be prayerful, but just in case you weren't, start now. Start now. I go into supermarkets and I see a bunch of oranges and apples. Ain't nobody trying to boost their immune system, but everybody trying to buy toilet paper. Why? Because somebody told you to do that? I know I've been drinking my juice and eating my apples and oranges and bananas. I've been doing that since before this even came out. You go into a store and you can sense and feel the stress level. Man, look, here's my advice. Go sit somewhere in a quiet place, away from people, not because of sickness, but just you want to quiet your mind. You want to calm your spirit down. Don't go in there don't watch much social media. Go, if you have to, listen to some meditation music. Get away from all the noise. Try to still your mind. Meditate. You can actually, better yet, not just listen to hopefully the music will set the mood, but meditate on positive things. Recharge your body and your spirit on the positive things. Change the atmosphere of your body itself. Become more aware of your surroundings. There's too much negativity going around here. It's too much fear. That's your enemy. Stay away from your enemy. Deflect your enemy. You know, if you have people that's all they talk about, get away from them. But stay mindful of positive things, of the way to be, that you almost forget about this stuff. I don't really think about it, except I'm constantly being bombarded when I leave. I've even decreased my social media time. When I'm checking on my videos and I'm checking on other people's content, I do now don't get me wrong, I do like to keep my ear out and listen to things and try to be aware. I'm not stupid, but once I get the gist of what's going on, okay, I'm done. I don't need to keep hearing it. So this is just, my advice. Be still sometime and know that He is God, right? Stay prayed up. Think about, not just about yourself, but know that even the things you do or sometimes don't do actually affects other people. Be mindful of your surroundings and the atmosphere. And also, I guess you could say this is a call to action, especially for those people who already know that they may be at some sort of disadvantage, or especially for the single parents or people who's far away from their family, who may not live close to their family. Get a consensus of the people who you are aware of. Sometimes it's good to have an inventory of the things that you do have. Some of you may even have to start thinking about, hey man, if they start shutting things down and you're somewhere in one little apartment and you have a bunch of things, but you're by yourself, you may need to start combining things. It's just going to be temporary. Hey man, you might need to go and be with somebody else, right? It don't seem right, but this is not a normal situation. Let your pride step aside for a few, But anyway, I just wanted to say, right now, I'm not stressed out about this thing, and I hope that you're not. I'll be praying, for, the country, the world, because this is affecting the world. And y'all, just calm down, take it easy, day by day, and just try to be a blessing, not just be blessed, but be a blessing also. So, as usual, I say unto you, peace be unto you and your house, and be blessed.